So it says the first terms of an arithmetic sequence are 5, 9, 13, 17. Write down the general term for this sequence. This means write down that formula right there. Okay. Now, I don't know what the common difference is, so I have to figure out what it is. And it tells me it's arithmetic, so I can pick any two consecutive numbers and get the common difference. So just because, I'm going to do 13 minus 9 and get 4. And if you did any other two numbers that are consecutive that are in a row, you would get 4. Okay? So what's the A part is just UN equals, the first term is 5, n minus 1, and the common difference is 4. So that's my general term, meaning that I can find anything I want by plugging in n. Then it says determine whether or not 1/16 is a term. And again, this is kind of an interesting little way to ask this. They want to know if 1/16 is an actual term here. So what I would do is say, well, if it is, this is UN, and I just need to know what n is. All right, so I'm going to plug in 1/16 in for UN. And then I'm going to say, all right, well, U1 is 5, and then plus n minus 1. And I don't know n, so I'm going to solve for n, and then times 4. Okay, so now again, this is just using this formula and then doing algebra to figure out what the answer would be. So I've got to very carefully do this. Well, this is going to have to get distributed even though it's from the back. So it's 1/16 equals 5 plus 4n minus 4. Okay, I'm going to combine like terms here. And I'm going to get 1/16 equals 1 plus 4n. And then I'm going to minus 1 minus 1. And I'm going to get 1/15 equals 4n divided by 4. And I'm going to see what that is. And I'm going to talk about what the answer means. 1/15 divided by 4. That's not the right answer. 1/15 divided by 4 is 28.75. So n equals 28.75. Now, that you might think to yourself, what does that even mean? Okay, these n values must be integers. And that's because it's the number of the term, meaning you have the first term, the second term, the third term, the 50th term, the 100th term. You can't have the 5.5th term. So you can't have the 28.75 term. So this is not an integer, which means 116 is not a term. If you got n equals 28, it would mean 116 is the 28th term. All right, and this is probably the hardest concept from this that they can ask you because it's not a straightforward question saying find this term, find the common difference, find what number term this is. It's saying, is this a term? You could sit there and write all of these numbers out and find all the terms and just keep going, and that's an option, but that's going to take a really, really long time. And a problem like this is supposed to take you a couple of minutes maximum. If you're writing out 30 numbers to get the answer, it's going to take you longer than that. So that's why they're looking at something like that.